Hi, I'm Krystal Chinoy. I guess I'm not all that important, or I wouldn't have to tell you who I am. I mean, you would just say, hey, that's Krystal Chinoy. Okay, I don't want to sound as if I'm having a big head. I don't know. Do I have a big head? I mean, the camera seems to make my head look huge, or, I really don't know, but actually, in reality, it really doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what people think. It doesn't matter what we look like. What matters is who we are. But if we really belong to God, we must be careful not to get lost in the vices of this shallow world. After all, Jesus did say, be in the world and not of the world. So how do we not lose our identity with who we are in Christ when there are so many vices tugging at our spirits daily? Sometimes we are surrounded by unavoidable circumstances. How do we survive this while adhering to Jesus' commandments? We prepare ourselves on a daily basis by staying in communication with God, by reading His Word, and by listening to uplifting and encouraging God-filled music. I believe music is another language that God uses to speak to us. It blesses our souls, motivating us to worship. Music blesses God's spirit. Music blesses our souls, motivating us to worship, which again blesses God. From the moment we were conceived, God assigned each of us His perfect will and distributed to each of us some form of talent. Once we catch on to that and allow God's perfect will to resonate through our lives, then other lives are touched, healed, blessed, and changed. I am convinced that God's perfect will for me is to bless others through the anointment that He has placed on me, which anoints the music that originates through me. I just released my album entitled Soldier for Christ. I named it that because that's what we are. We are soldiers, and this world is a battlefield. I believe that we have a mission, and our mission is to defeat the enemy. My weapon as a soldier that I use to defeat the enemy is allowing God to use me to write, produce, and record music that uplifts a holy God, that blesses and helps transform His people for God's glory. I do need your support to do this, your financial support that would help me to put out some good projects. It does cost a lot of money to go in the studio, and financially not prepared for that. But I will be able to use a studio and turn out some really good music where you guys will be very proud of me.
Jesus, let me feel you near one more time. He said, come to me.